Welcome to Star Citizen and the Mining Gadgets Guide. In this guide, we take a detailed look at the mining gadgets that came into the game with 3.17, which give us another opportunity to further customize our mining equipment and tailor it even more to our preferences. You will also get a complete overview of all 6 different gadgets, their prices and of course where you can get them in the game. And if you have questions about mining or want to start with this game mechanic, we recommend the XXL Mining Guide here in the channel, in which you will be guided step by step into mining. And for advanced miners, we recommend the 100% Quantanium Guide for maximum profits. In addition, you will receive an absolute free mining guide PDF for download in our Discord, in which you will find all information on the subject of mining, tips and tricks, as well as all equipment values. And as in every guide, you can jump directly to the parts you are interested in by using the timestamps in the video, or which you would like to see again. With the new mining gadgets, solo miners in particular get the opportunity to venture into rocks and asteroids that were previously impossible for them due to the lack of equipment. Because with the right gadget, we can influence the values of our target stone in such a way that we also have the possibility to mine large deposits solo. In addition, equipment combinations are possible through lasers and modules, which we could not recommend until now because of the lack of possibilities. However, the gadgets also have a catch. We have to get out and get to the stone, which of course makes us very vulnerable for this time. But no risk, no gain. But first, the big thank you to true ladies and gentlemen who made this video possible with their support as Patreons, channel members or Twitch subscribers. Thank you! We get the 6 new mining gadgets at different places in the verse, whereby we mostly find them at the refinery stations or on the main planets. The prices here between 12,000 and almost 30,000 Alpha UEC, depending on which variant we choose. So the gadgets are no bargains, but we can reuse them after use, provided of course we don't blow up the stone, become victims of an accident or have to watch the gadget fall through the floor, which unfortunately happens from time to time. And a handy overview of the gadgets, the prices, values and of course where you can get them can be found again in the free mining guide PDF in the Discord. You can find the link in the video description. Here you only have to accept the rules once to get the download area displayed. After our purchase, we will go into the configuration and settings, as well as various possibilities of use. Basically, there is no limit to how many gadgets you can attach to a stone, but it usually makes no sense to use more than 1 or at most 2 gadgets at a time. You can equip the gadgets like any other character item directly from your inventory, whereby you can stow the gadgets directly on a chest armor or a backpack. After selecting the gadgets on the stone, you can then place it using the radial menu or by holding down the left mouse button. After a short calibration, you can adjust the gadget in 3 different areas. From left to right, the propagation, field range and axial dispersion. With this, we can change the wave pattern shown in the display and try to adapt it to the specifications of the stone, whereby we have to reach a value of at least 90% in order to be able to activate the gadget. And depending on the gadget, we see different modifiers in the lower area, which have an active effect on the stone when it is successfully activated. Modifiers shown in green have a positive effect, while red ones have a negative effect. In the case of Saber, for example, the stone receives -75% on its instability, whereby we have to contend with a poorer charge rate and a smaller charge window. The Bormax gadget, on the other hand, which is highly recommended for Quantanium, offers -75% resistance to the stone, but its overcharge rate is significantly increased and the optimal charge rate is significantly reduced. Thus, with the gadgets, we can choose for ourselves with which equipment we want to approach which stones, and whether we trust ourselves to be able to compensate for higher risks or, as beginner, to provide extra safety. And in case of doubt, we simply put all gadgets on a stone, then a hand laser is probably enough to crack it. And yes, here we are still testing whether it is possible. But let's take a look at how a mining round with a gadget can work. Here we looked for a quantanium stone that was far too big for a prospector, although the values of the materials were not decisive for this test. Without the gadget, we have just under 8000 mass, 2.6 instability as well as 0.3 resistance, which would not be very promising with our equipment. Therefore, we use a Bormax gadget, which significantly reduces the resistance and allows us to crack larger stones even with our inadequate mining setup. When we scan again, we notice a significant improvement in the resistance to 0.07 even without using the laser, and see the active gadget symbol in the center of the lower area of the mining display. If we then switch to the mining laser, the bonuses of the equipped modules and the laser itself come into play, whereby we achieve an additional 1.71 instability, and our equipment is now more than sufficient to crack this 8000er. And as soon as the stone breaks, we can see that our gadget changes color from green to red, but stays right in the environment, and we can use it again after collecting it. And we can also deactivate the red flashing with a click on Detach. But especially for mining groups, it is a good idea to use gadgets in a team, since a scout in particular can find the corresponding stones, provide them with a gadget, and after they have been mined by a mining ship, collect the gadget again and fly to the next stone. This way, we have more work for our scout or escort. And a little motivational dance for our hard-working miners can, of course, work wonders. Finally, the mining gadgets offer even more depth to the already very sophisticated mining and refining system. And with the Expanse as a refining ship, this increases even more. And as always, I'm very curious about your opinions and comments, gladly in the video, in Discord or in the almost daily Twitch live streams. And another thank you to the Royal Retirement Lounge for their support. I say goodbye until next time, see you soon, and as always, see you in the verse.
Change to make it